Well, hello, friends. Welcome to another episode of Travel with the Stars, another live edition, because why not? Hey, you get to see us in all of our glory. I have some returning stars with us today, so I'm just welcoming, I can speak, them all in at once today. We got Heather, David Dollar, Emily, and Jessica. Hey, guys.
Hi, Jen.
Hey.
Hey.
Good morning, Miss Novotny.
Yes, I would like you all to greet me like that every day, please. So today we are talking about all the festivities because 'tis the season, y'all. It is December. This is airing on what will be the first night of Hanukkah. Not there yet. We got a few hours to go. Not many, thanks daylight savings time. And of course, Christmas is coming soon. And I know that so many people across the United States are so excited for all of this. So let's talk about our favorite place in the world and what they do for some of our favorite holidays. Yeah. So, okay. Let's start in, because I did title this Festival of the Holidays. Let's do a quick recap. Heather, would you recap what Festival of the Holidays is? Just give us a broad overview. Where is it? Where can I experience this?
So Festival of the Holidays is in Jen's favorite park, Epcot. They have little holiday kitchens set up. There's like Christmas tree. There's the big one. And then there's like Christmas lights all around the park. And then there's storytellers. There's Santa. It is like holidays threw up everywhere in Epcot, and it's glorious. Mm-hmm. It's glorious.
Well, it's because Epcot's so big, there's more room for the Christmas stuff to go.
Yes.
And so they just walk through the parks and they're like Christmas here and Christmas there, and there's a holiday and a holiday here, and just it's all over the place. And so
there's so much to do. Much to do.
So much to do. Okay, so Emily and Jessica, you guys have both been to the parks a lot recently. I know, because I get to see your fun pictures in there. Not that Heather hasn't been a lot too. She also has, right? But what is, for the two of you, what is one of your favorite things about Festival of the Holidays? Do you have like a favorite food booth? Do you have a favorite activity or country that you go to?
Cookie stroll at Epcot.
Good choice.
I think about the Linzer cookie at the Germany Pavilion 364 days a year. And
the other one, you're eating them?
334, Emily.
I ate it was when both of my girls took a nap, and I didn't buy them one, and I sat behind the stroller and I ate it, and I didn't share it. It was so good. But it's so fun, and they're not expensive. They're $3 a piece, and it's so fun to go around and complete.
That's why what is a cookie stroll? If anybody's watching, they're going, "What is this?"
This is true. This is true.
What is this?
Okay, so the cookie stroll is there are different cookies featured. David has in the passport. Yes. You go to, there are a variety of booths, there's 6 booths, and each one has a cookie. They are $3 a piece, and you put your sticker in, and then at the end you get a fabulous prize, which isn't it like another cookie? But everybody's a winner, and it's a new way to experience Epcot during the holidays, and I think that's what they're really brilliant at is, whether it's a scavenger hunt or something around, it's like it's never the same experience twice. You can, no matter what time of year you're going, there's something fun to do. So
there are 8 different cookies to choose from, and you can pick 5 of your favorites. You get 5 stamps. You get a stamp when you purchase each one, and then of course, as Emily said, you take it back to the port of entry booth or building, and they give you your free cookie and they stamp it for you, and then you have a passport filled out. And this is a really fun thing because you don't have to get. I mean, you have choices there, and if you're psychotic and you like gingerbread for some reason, you're like, I'll skip that one. I'll get the black and white or the jingle sugar cookie or the Linzer, or peppermint pinwheel, which sounds delicious.
Or 5 Linzers. I mean, why not? Mm-hmm. So, right. Jessica, what is your favorite aspect of Festival of the Holidays?
So my family loves doing the candlelight processional. because my husband was in it twice in high school. So it's nostalgia thing for him. So his narrators were Eartha Kitt and James Earl Jones.
Stop it.
Ooh.
So he got really lucky.
Oh my God.
So awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, better. So that's really fun. So that's when a celebrity comes to Epcot and they lead this like performance of different choirs. Oh, sorry, my dog is barking.
Oh.
They lead different choirs from different high schools around the country. So it's something really cool for the kids to do.
So neat.
It's such a cool thing, right? And it's such a good opportunity for these kids. And they come to Epcot and they practice
Yeah.
all songs, all these Christmas carols, and the celebrity reads the story of Christmas. And it's like a really special thing, and it's fun to do with the kids, and it's just something very unique to Epcot and to Festival of the Holidays.
That's a beautiful one. And so many people go and it is in demand. So you have to, I mean, either you line up, right?
Right.
Or you get a dining package, which is if it's a very like if it's like a James Earl Jones level narrator, get a
Right.
dining package.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember the first year that we moved back to Orlando and we went, it actually was over Hanukkah. So this was like one of our Hanukkah present nights. We went for Neil Patrick Harris and didn't do the dining plan. We didn't wait in line. We literally stood behind the ropes in America and just like watched it. We didn't care. We're like, we are breathing the same air as NPH. Like we didn't care if we had a seat or not. It's so fun to see who's coming. And like every year when they release the list, my husband and I go through and we're like, okay, well, which night do we want to get off work early? Like which night are we going to stalk these people? Because it's just fun. And they bring in some pretty big name people.
They sure do. NPH is a regular.
Yeah.
John Stamos is a regular. Help me.
Jody Benson.
Jody Benson.
Yeah.
Steve Chris Chapman comes a lot.
He comes a lot.
Yep.
There and then you get some that just rotate around. Like, David was excited the year there was oh my gosh, Law and Order SVU. Mariska
Hargitay. Yeah, she came in. I think it was last year she came?
I think it was last year.
Yeah, it was last year. So.
Yeah, that is just that's a beautiful one. So if you are, I mean, if that sounds even remotely interesting, you should go. It is a fantastic holiday tradition. Now, Heather,
really
you were there with
experience.
Heather, you were there with John Stamos this year, right?
Yes. I just went on Tuesday? Yes. And we did not get the dining package. We decided we were going to wait in line on the opening night of Luminous. So probably not so smart because there was a million people there, but we still got a seat because we got there early enough. And he was amazing. He was amazing. He got very emotional through several parts of it. And he gave a shout out to Disney adults and it was awesome. And there's just a lot. It's just a very moving ceremony. It's just, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
But I have the dining reservation because Joey McIntyre is coming. And I'm going to be front and center for that.
Heather will be hanging tough to see Joey McIntyre.
Oh, dad joke. Emily, have you seen it yet this year? And if so, who is your narrator?
I haven't seen it this year. No, but it is a really beautiful and special experience. It's one of those things where it's like, there's so much, it's just a very humbling, quiet, special evening. It really is.
Absolutely.
Highly recommend. But I haven't been this year yet. No.
Yeah, not quite. So, and I haven't been this year yet either. So, because we left kind of early. So, from the parks, and we were not cramming anything else into that trip in November. We did so many amazing things. But let's just talk about 2 holidays around the parks because it's not just focused on Epcot. We got holidays everywhere in Disney, and Disney loves to celebrate. So there are, some things that you might already be aware of. Let's start with the big one, the Magic Kingdom, right? Well, I mean, come on.
It's the best park.
It's just beautiful. What do you guys have that is a favorite of yours? We'll go around. I'll start with David. What is your favorite holiday, Magic Kingdom, whatever aspect? Oh, David is maybe frozen. Or I am maybe frozen. It's one of the two. No, is it David?
He's
Okay.
definitely there. He is.
I'm not even sure you can hear me because everything's fading out for me. So can you hear me? I might be frozen.
Now we can.
Mhm.
No, you were, but now I think you're back.
I may be frozen. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Mhm. Yes.
The power of live television.
Yes.
I think the question was, and I'm gonna go slowly so that way it'll be easier for editing in the future. I think the question was my favorite thing in the Magic Kingdom for Christmas. Is that something
Yes.
to the
Correct.
Well, I mean, I would say the Christmas party because obviously it's the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, but not everybody has accessible to that. Right now, it's sold out for the entire
Right.
year. So if you wanted to go, should have contacted us earlier. So just for the common traveler going to the Magic Kingdom, I love some of the overlays that are in the parks and just the decor itself. Like I love the Jingle Cruise. All the jokes are suddenly Christmas themed.
Yeah.
Just the touches and the decor, and like they'll just find little nooks and crannies to put certain things in. There's ribbon and there's garland and there's bows and things like that. And just everybody has this. It's this overall magical atmosphere with a twinge of holiday to it. And it's like it's already magical when you walk in there, but you just feel the spirits in there. It's like this is Christmas. This is cool. It's just there's stuff over your head and there's a wreath over here. And, like Animal Kingdom, we're not to that yet, but Gertie's got a Santa hat on. I'm not Gertie, but the dinosaur Bones has a Santa hat on it. And so there's Christmas stuff everywhere. And it's cool. It's like you can tell they have so much fun decorating that park for Christmas. It's great.
Yeah. Anybody else have anything else that's a favorite aside from the decorations in Magic Kingdom? Which is not the wrong answer because it's amazing.
I do. I love the Dapper Dans at Christmas. I love them anytime, but I love the Dapper Dans at Christmas.
Such a good one.
There's never a time when I hear the Dapper Dans that I just don't stop. And I love it. My girls love it. We skipped school on Monday and went to Magic Kingdom. And it's just like you can't beat it at Christmas. It's just, I don't know. You can't walk in there and not have all the feels.
Yes, correct. It's just, oh my gosh, it's so magical what they do. The Dapper Dans are literally like, that's an institution in and of itself. Just perfection.
Yep.
Anybody else want to jump in? Or should we?
I haven't seen it yet this year. I just haven't gotten over there, but I loved reading that they were doing the Christmas parade during regular hours this year. I think that's super special and like very nice to guests. And I'm dying to get over there to see it because I do not have tickets to Very Merry Christmas Party. I've actually never done Very Merry Christmas Party.
Jessica, we're going next year. I'm taking you.
Go next year.
Heather's going to fix this.
I've never, and I want to so bad. But so I really want to get over there and see the parade because I've never seen it. I mean, my kids and I watch it on YouTube all the time because why not? But I have to see it in person. So I think that was something really nice that they did here was giving a daytime parade route. Yeah.
And I know that they had started that in 2020. They were doing the character cavalcades and they had the Christmas ones that would come through and they were fabulous. Look at the boy soldiers marching and you're like, what?
And see, I was very pregnant Christmas of 2020, so I didn't get over there.
You didn't get over there.
Like waddled over there, but I chose to.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's understandable.
Yeah.
They also have the retheming of the Jungle Cruise to the Jingle Cruise there. But my favorite is whenever it snows. Whenever it snows on Main Street.
Oh, the good old Snope.
The Snope. I love it.
Snope.
I love it. It's not cold. It's magical. And I can be in shorts and flip-flops.
Right. Well, and it's like the Snope that they have in Hollywood Studios near the Tower Hotel because
like it's snowing. Let me wipe the soap off my face. It's snowing. Yay. It's basically, if you've ever been to the Frozen show in Hollywood Studios, it's the same thing in the Hyperion Theaters, but they blast down on you in mass quantities as you're walking out covered in suds.
And so, but it's so great. It looks so amazing. I have like video from Jollywood.
Kids love it. Oh yeah.
So great.
I love it. It's like, it's magical. It's like, it takes your brain a minute to be like, oh wait, this is not, but it is. Like, like it's snowing and Florida's snowing. There was one time when it was like 33 degrees in Hollywood Studios and I came out of the Muppets and like some snow had filtered over and I legit thought that it was snowing. Took me a minute.
Well, I'll never forget the first time I saw the snow. And that was Emily. You might remember because you were on this trip with me. This was it when we were when we sang in choir down in Disney. Remember all of those years ago?
I sure do, Jen. I sure do.
Yeah. and my family, I know, like the families all did stuff too, but we were on Main Street and suddenly it starts snowing and we're like, oh, what? And I just had
Yes.
no idea. Like, I will never forget that. It is like one of those core memories.
Yep.
And nobody was ready for it. We're
I
like,
think that was the first time I saw it too, was that trip.
yeah.
Was the snow on Main Street.
Like, yeah.
It is
And
weird
so-
to think that each of us existed before this travel agency team came together. Like I'm like, yo, Jen and Emily knew each other before. I can't compute that. I don't understand.
Do you ever wonder if, like, at some point we all passed each other, like, in the park and, like, had no idea? We could have been behind each other in a line, and it's like, oh, I'm going to work with that person in, like, 15 years.
And
I've
we
had
never would have
clients
known.
eating at the same restaurant at the same time, and it makes me wonder if maybe they were close to each other, like, discussing how awesome David Dollar was at the travel agent. Like they're both at Crystal Palace. They both had 2 p.m. reservations with their families, and I'm just like, is that possible? They were just right there together, and just how cool that would be.
It is. I mean, but legitimately, like, it's very possible because we all went a lot growing up.
Did all
So,
pictures and like scan the background. See if
So I've
Right,
just started
like,
taking pictures of
zoom
everybody at
in.
the parks just in case I have to reference them later. That's what I do. I just stand as people walk by. I'm like, snap, don't mind me. Snap, snap.
I'm not being creepy at all.
Nothing creepy, just in case. Jessica, look, I took this picture of you 5 years ago. Isn't it cool? Christmas time.
Thanks, David. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Train.
Anyway, you never derailed trains, David.
No, not at all.
So let's also talk though about. Well, we just mentioned Hollywood Studios, right? We've sort of mentioned because we talked about Jollywood the other day. All of the amazing kitschy decorations. I mean, I actually think that might be one of my favorite parks for decoration.
Right.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. Gertie, Echo Lake, all of the things. But let's talk briefly about like there is also some representation too for Hanukkah in the parks, which maybe not everybody realizes. So yeah, Jessica, I know we were talking about this pre-show as well. And so what is some of your favorite Hanukkah representation and their merch, by the way, for Hanukkah is
it's on point.
knocked it out of the park this year.
adorable.
I have a friend who bought every single piece of Hanukkah merch this year. Girl, you cray. But I kind of don't blame her. And on Black Friday, bought like half of it because, and they're now Hanukkah presents for my kids this year. Like,
perfect.
That's awesome.
I got my 7-year-old the light up menorah ears. Like, she's going to freak.
Oh my gosh.
They like, it's the cutest thing I've ever seen. And I got my girls the matching Hanukkah pajamas. And I got my toddler the Mickey Mouse with the menorah. It's like this. I mean, it's a big stuffed animal. It showed up and I was like, cool. I can't even wrap this.
Like this is huge.
No. They did amazing this year with merch. And like, that's not always the case every year, but I think this year they really knocked it out of the park. There's also a beautiful dreidel in the Christmas shop in Manhattan. It's gorgeous. I would love that. What else do they have this year? They have like t-shirts this year that are really cute.
They have the backpack, the lounge fly.
Oh, and the lounge fly. Thank you. Yeah, the lounge fly is really cute.
So cute.
Yeah.
Well, some of the Hanukkah stuff has even reached retail stores because I saw a Disney Hanukkah shirt at Target the other day, like a button-up shirt, and I was like, "This is really cool." I almost want to wear this just in honor of some of our compatriots on the team.
Yeah,
it was a Target. I'm like our local Target. I'm like, this is really awesome. They've got some of the stuff out here, so it's really starting to kind of hit out of just the park. It was nice.
I love it.
No, it's very nice. And trust me, the community really appreciates it. Like, we have message board people, like, we are organized and we all, there has not been a single negative thing said. It's all been very positive. Like, thank you. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's us parents, it's an uphill battle in December, like,
sure.
It's a big competition. All like Santa's a lot to compete with. So it's very nice to have our backs a little bit.
Oh, but I know that we were also talking about Epcot. There is a booth for Festival of the Holidays, and I know you can get the traditional latkes, which they're so good.
So good. I love latkes. I cannot wait to make big old batch tomorrow. So the booth is called the L'chaim booth, and L'chaim means to life. That's what we say when we toast. So that's kind of cute that it's, there's some Hebrew in the park. So at the L'Chaim booth, it's like New York deli themed. So it's sandwiches and the black and white cookie, which is included in the cookie stroll. And this year they added rugala, which is like a chocolate pastry situation. It's like a spiral. That's really good. And then they have 2 different kinds of latkes, just a traditional plain latke and a smoked salmon latke. We love us some smoked salmon, usually on a bagel with some schmear, but on a latke is good too. It's all very good. I've had all of it. I just think it's a little interesting that they go the New York deli route, because those aren't necessarily traditional Hanukkah foods. So I don't know, like before we got on here, I was talking with my husband and I was like, but if I could do the menu differently, like what would I do? I think they could offer some matzo ball soup. That's what that's what we eat on Hanukkah. We eat matzo ball soup. Usually it's baked chicken, which I mean that's not that exciting. But they do something with brisket, like a brisket slider. Brisket poutine would be really cool because the whole shtick of Hanukkah is frying stuff in oil. So
Heather, call Josh.
Fry.
I'm hungry now.
I just need this in my life right now, regardless.
Jessica, can I ask you a question? As somebody who's learning about the faith, because I just don't know. When you say it's New York deli style, what does that mean? I don't know what you mean by like they do New York deli style foods there.
So New York is kind of famous for Jewish delis, and so they have sandwiches of pastrami and rye bread is like a big. That's a big.
I love rye bread.
So it's and we have black and white cookies at Jewish delis, and so like it's just more deli, like New York deli focus.
Okay.
Like holiday food, like those just aren't our holiday foods.
Right.
So that's kind of interesting to me that they focus more on like the culture, but not necessarily the actual holiday.
Got it.
So like
that makes sense.
A little bit, that's how I would tweak it.
Okay.
I think it's a great idea. And honestly, if you wanted to make us all some matzo ball soup and latkes, just as a representation of what you would do.
Absolutely.
Just saying, like,
I mean, brisket on top of French fries with like a Manischewitz gravy. I mean, come on, because obviously we couldn't put like cheese curds on a kosher.
I will be over in 10 minutes.
Yep.
Start cooking.
Now I'm hungry, Ka.
We all know, like, my family has a kosher catering company. Like, Heather, can you get Josh to give me a call? Like, I have some suggestions.
Yes. Let's have a conversation after this is over.
Yes and yes. Oh my gosh.
I have a feeling Emily for showing up.
But I do feel like these are suggestions that you can make to Disney. Like, I feel as if they would, if yourself and other people in the community reached out to Disney via their lines that you can do so and say, hey, we're part of the Jewish faith. This is what we're thinking. Maybe we should do this in the future. I know they listen to a lot of their guests. I mean, Jollywood's a great example. So
Hanukkah dessert that I think would be a major success is we have a fried donut on Hanukkah called Sofin Goat. And it's literally like a fried donut ball and you fill it with either chocolate or like some kind of jam. Who wouldn't want to eat that?
That would be the most popular booth at the festival.
So are you making those on Christmas? Because I will be over then too.
Emily's going to help her make it on Christmas.
Am I though? I will.
Emily, I'll pick you up on the way over.
I probably will.
We'll all be down, Jessica, for Hanukkah. Just you're welcome.
Hey, you've got 8 nights to choose from. Pick a night. Come on over.
So I love it. I love it all. There is just so much. I think, as you can tell, there is so much that we could just talk about for probably 2 hours on holidays at Disney. But to close it out, because I know we're kind of getting close. We try to keep it, to about like a half hour or just a little bit under. Any last thoughts about holidays, any festival of the holidays, candlelight processional, anything about the holidays in Walt Disney World?
Do you have to go?
Well, I will say that Gatorland has their holiday hoedown going on. So in case you want to visit Gatorland during the holidays, they've got Christmas themed stuff there now for the locals, by the way.
No.
Hit me up. I'll give you the dates.
Emily, what were you saying?
Lost my train of thought. My kid went to Gatorland for a field trip and I said, I'm not going. Don't ask me to chaperone. No, I was just you have to go to Disney for the holidays at least once in your life. You need to go and see.
Right.
Maybe talk about the resorts and all the decorations at the resorts.
Right.
You can spend a whole day trying all the
Mhm.
different gingerbreads and seeing all the different. It's amazing. It is an experience that I just think everybody needs to have at least once.
Absolutely.
Really
And
do.
then Springs.
Oh,
Christmas
right.
tree stroll.
Yeah, that's true.
We love doing it.
Yep.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. Amazing. The Christmas tree. Yeah.
And
It's-
every park has a ginormous theme tree, like
Ginormous.
at the entrance of that park.
Mhm,
So like
mhm.
Animal Kingdoms is themed with like little animal ornaments and stuff like
Yes.
that. But each park has one and like has a different tree topper. The trees alone, like you don't like how Emily was saying, like resort hop. You could
Yes.
even just like park hop just to see like the trees. Just as
Yeah.
you're passing by on the
Oh, yeah.
monorail, you can see Epcot's, you can see Magic Kingdoms.
Mhm.
You don't have to like enter Animal Kingdom like to see the big one that they put outside.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
they're
if you,
amazing.
I mean, if you're down there, take an hour or two and hit. If you're in the Magic Kingdom, take an hour or
Yeah.
two if you can. Hit the monorail and go to the resorts because the trees are amazing. The gingerbread houses in the Grand Floridian.
Yes.
Even Pop Century has a tree, and it looks great. It's themed to that Pop Century decor.
So
Jen has
cool.
no idea what I'm talking about,
Uh-uh.
but I mean, like all the resorts have trees, and they're
Love it.
themed to those resorts, and it's worth a look. I mean, I think it's fantastic. But to add to that, if you're going at Christmas, it's the best time to find yourself a good old fashioned travel agent because Christmas is busy. The whole holidays is busy, and you need somebody to kind of
Mhm.
hold your hand to help you plan for
Mhm.
some of this stuff. It's not like going in the third week of September when you could just walk on to Big Thunder in 15 minutes. You know, it's a little busier than that.
A little
So
bit
yeah.
more. It's a little bit more. So, guys, thank you so much. Let's let everybody know if you want to follow. It's because we have 3 locals on the show right now. Like literally, you need to follow these locals and let's kind of go around here. I'm going to start with Emily. Where can they get in touch with you, find you, etc.?
They can get in touch with me on my Facebook and my Instagram at Upon a Star Emily. You can email me at emily@uponastartravel.com.
Fantastic. Jessica.
You can follow me on Instagram and on Facebook at Magical Mouse Moments 21, and you can email me at jessicaL@uponastartravel.com.
Perfect. All right, David.
Find me on Instagram at the Magic on a Dollar. You'll see the thing there on my under the little black bar under my face there. Of course, find me on Facebook at Magic on a Dollar and Disney on a Dollar, 2 different platforms. And Jen and I have a podcast together that Heather is frequenting on because she's our quasi producer, the Main Street Electrical Podcast, and we would love to, let you tune in there as well as we talk all the Christmas and all the Disney and all the other parks that we don't talk about on this show. We talk about some of those too.
Absolutely. All right, Heather, how about you?
You can find me at the Moana Mom on Instagram and Facebook, and my email is heather@uponastartravel.com.
Fantastic. You can always email us info@uponastartravel.com, and you can find us at uponastartravel.com, at uponastartravel on all of the socials, literally all the socials. So, check us out. And if you care to follow my adventures, I'm at Upon a Star Jen. You can always feel free to email me. In the meantime, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We have loved talking at you because and always feel free. If we're live, you can interact. We'll comment back to you. But we've enjoyed speaking about all of the festivals and all the festivities and all of the holiday things because we're all in the holiday spirit right now. So from all of us at Upon a Star Travel, don't forget you can discover a whole new world of travel. We're here to help you do that. And thanks for joining us. See you real soon.